ways.
A damn hitting. I don't give a damn. If you're a woman, you got a business putting your hands on a man. If that man knocked the shit out you because you didn't hit him, okay.
So you feel like
That's
if a woman hits a man, she deserves to get beat? As you saying that?
I say beat?
But I'm just saying, no, because a man is a man has more strength than a woman, so that's why I'm saying that.
She know that. She knows that before she go hit
But
that
if
damn
she
man.
full of emotions and she hit the man,
okay, then he gonna be full of emotions and knock this right back out of her.
and you think that's fine?
That's what's gonna happen.
And you think that's fine?
I got 2 boys.
No, you think that's
and
fine?
And I love them because I birthed them. I bought them here. But honey, if you putting your if the woman putting their hands on you and knock the out of you from out of nowhere and you hit her, I tell her, you hit my sons. Okay, keep your hands off of him because I done told him not to be hitting on women. But I also told him to let no goddamn woman hurt you either.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to eat? I'm hungry.
Now, what if he just...
See, this is my problem. It's real simple. You heard how the younger woman that was there was trying to scrape and scramble throughout the whole conversation, trying to switch the narrative, trying to enforce and put her emotions on there to try to get some empathy and sympathy from another woman. But the other woman on the other end raised 2 boys. So she wasn't going to fall directly down that road of believe all women because she knows exactly how women can sit up there and be, especially towards young boys, young men, and men in general. A lot of women want to sit up there and play this crying victim game, but 9 times out of 10, you got a lot of women that then started the argument, that then started the fight, that then antagonized the man, that then poked and prodded, putting all types of fingers and hands directly on him. And just like the one that's trying to bring up the conversation, oh, you think that that's right, that he's going to put his hands directly on her? Yes, because you need to learn how to keep your hands to yourself. I don't care how emotional you are as a woman, keep your feet on the ground and keep your hands directly at your body. You do not sit up there and decide that you want to raise your hand and want to make a fist, or you want to make an open-handed gesture as if you're going to strike this man. He's going to sit up there and do the exact same thing, but the power is going to be vastly different. Like I said, people don't understand what it means to have equal lefts and equal rights. We are living in a point in time of which we have equal opportunity. That means, and I'm going to keep saying this again, as a woman, if you decide that you want to square up with a man, you want to get directly in a man's face, for all intents and purposes, you are no longer a ma'am. You are no longer a woman, a female. You are a man at the end of the day as soon as you step into a man's face. I'm just letting you know. And I also want to put this out there because I've had this conversation before, and I've had some other guys out there that want to say that my opinion is weak and all this other type of stuff and yada, yada, yada. I don't care what it is that you got to feel or say, because at the end of the day, if you're raising a daughter that's going to wild out and decide to get emotional and start swinging on the dude, she's going to inevitably put you in a situation where it's going to be life or death. She's going to inevitably put herself in a situation where it's life and death because you're enabling that type of behavior, because you yourself, being as old school as you are, feel as though that a man at no point in time should ever defend himself. So that means if a woman is trying to run him down with a car, don't defend yourself. You're a man. If she's trying to strike you with a bat, don't defend yourself. You're a man. She's coming at you with a weapon like a gun or a knife or whatever it is. Don't defend yourself. You're a man. You can take it. You could take it, because that's the same rhetoric y'all like to say all the time, as if guys are bulletproof, cut-proof, and invincible. That you should be able to just take any and all damage, just walk it off because you a man at the end of the day. That's that badge of honor. It's like, yeah, I had 99 women sit up there and swing at me with a baseball bat, but I'm a man. I ain't touching no women out here. Wow, right, but you in a hospital, lumped up, can't even see. You got broken orbital sockets. Nose is broken. You got to do reconstruction surgery directly on your cranium because it's caved in. But you want to walk out with a badge of honor because you didn't lift no hands to no good. Like I said, you got it. You got it. You got it. And again, shout out to the boy moms out there who are raising their sons correctly, to let them understand that you do not allow any person out here to put hands directly on them. You do not let no man put hands on them. You do not let no girls put hands directly on them, because the thing that a lot of people, beyond all of this stuff where people want to shield girls and want to act like they're victims all the time, people don't want to talk about how it is that girls want to sit up there and just start putting hands on little boys. They don't want to they want to start putting hands on teenage boys. They want to start putting hands on men because they feel a certain type of way, because they feel entitled. They feel as though that that they're invulnerable, because at the end of the day, the moment in time, a woman knows if she puts hands on a man, that all she got to do is just run back and go tell the men in her family. She's going to make some sob story. Oh, he was trying to do this and trying to do that, but, I couldn't really defend myself. And, I ran back and I told him that I was going to come tell y'all and y'all was going to handle it. That's what they do every single time. And inevitably it's going to lead to a loss of life, either on one or both sides. That's usually how it goes, because I've reported on these stories too many times. I've reported on stories before where a daughter decided to deal with the wrong type of guy. The wrong type of guy decided, inevitably, of course, to put hands on the daughter. The father came directly to the hotel room to confront the guy, and the father lost his life. All because his daughter made a dumb, stupid decision. She is the causation forever and a day of the reason why it is that her father is no longer here. I'm not blaming that dude. It's a whatever at that point, because like I said, if you're a woman out here and you choose the wrong guy, inevitably you're going to lead to a loss of life in somebody's family. And that's what happens every single time. There is no debate. There's so many stories out here. You can just pick any, just throw a dime and you'll sit up there and find some. But like I said, nobody wants to face that truth. Nobody wants to talk about that. But then people want to turn around and try to all lives matter the situation when it's specifically talking about women, and they want to be like, oh, but guys sit up there and do this to women. And what about when guys do this and guys do that? We're not talking about guys. We got two women in the conversation talking about women putting their hands on men. That's the end. Stay on topic.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free looks and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can say he had or can have. Simple as that.
She is correct. You do have a lot of guys that are just like whatever, because they're like, they look at women now and it's like, well, I done seen everything that needs to be seen. Pretty much, if you look at a woman and she's outside, and depending on what she has on, you can pretty much see everything. So it's like, okay, well, what's next? What else do you got? What else of interest, can you, in a sense, show me? Guys are at the point where it's like, all right, show me that you can fix a car. Show me that you can paint a wall. Show me that you know how to cut grass. Show me that you can, fix a motor. Guys are now interested in, seeing women do other things, because at this moment in time, women all over the world have pretty much put themselves by their own choice, own free will, online. Right. So if you go directly on Twitter, you're seeing, women unclothed. You look on IG, they're pretty much unclothed. You look on certain videos on YouTube, for instance, you're seeing the exact same thing you see on Twitter. You look on TikTok, you're seeing both, right? So no matter pretty much where you go, you're seeing the exact same thing. So guys are desensitized. So again, there's nothing that, women can, happen to showcase that guys haven't already seen 1,000 times from hundreds of other women. Like, it's not going to look any different. It really ain't. What, the skin complexion, the color, the tint, oil, shine, like there's really nothing to it now. So yeah, if guys are in a sense, bored, or they're just like, yeah, it ain't, really nothing here. Yeah, you can blame that on all the rest of the women out here who are just putting themselves out there blatantly and just freely just to get attention. And the other thing that women don't realize, on top of the fact, now she did point out something very important. The main go-to, and I can't state this for any other community, but I can specifically state this for the Black community. Whenever it is that men are saying that they are not interested in something, or bored, or whatever it is, the automatic go-to from the other side of the community is trying to specify that that guy has to be gay, right? Which is crazy. You'll have this both from Black men and you'll have this from Black women. It's the craziest thing to ever see in life, or to also experience your own people saying. Like I said, it's crazy. But Black people are some of the main ones that sit up there and say that they get, treated the worst. And people, always want to target them, call them names and whatnot, or whatever. But a lot of people in the Black community don't want to point out how it is that they try to put people in a box, how it is that they try to brand them in a whole different light, because they don't agree specifically on what it is that that person stated. And last but not least, the other thing with women that they don't seem to understand is that all of this attention that women are getting, like I said, this was a Pandora's box, right? And a lot of women don't know how to control themselves once they get the attention that they desired, because a lot of women crave attention. This is why you have the abundance of women online putting themselves out there for free to get attention, to get the likes, to get the comments, and to get men from all over the world viewing them and trying to give offers, as the young lady said, to sponsor their lifestyle and to fly them out and to do this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. Like I said, because of the attention and because of the lust of that attention that a lot of women desire, this is why a lot of women are going to have failed relationships, because that one man is not going to be able to replace the hundred or the thousands of men that were giving her good nights and good mornings, or sending her money by Cash App and all this other type of stuff. Like I said, a lot of women are going to ruin relationships and, how they think about relationships by way of how it is that they're living their lives through a screen, through online, right? Through social media. So I thought about putting the actual clip up there, and I was like, nah, let me not do it. Even with like editing, you'll have people that still want to be like, oh, nah, I consider it a really important video. And I'm like, yeah, let me just not do it. So I'll put the still image up there, right? And basically, you can pretty much guess what it is. It's them basically in Walmart deciding that they want to sit up there and flash for whatever camera is in front of them. And then a few seconds later, they technically got caught either by a worker or by somebody passing by or coming directly down that aisle. And then they decided that they wanted to split ways. Again, this is all of that attention seeking that the young woman was just already talking about. How it is that women will put themselves online, how it is that men out here have already seen what it is that a lot of women already got. So it don't mean nothing, right? As she stated before, men respect and men like the fact of knowing that the woman that he has, everybody ain't seen it. Everybody ain't, been around it and all this other type of stuff. The moment in time that you have a woman like this, like the woman that you have in front of you, they decide to flash themselves. You got 1,000, 100,000, probably a million guys and already basically seen that part of them. And it's only like a few left. Like realistically, it's only a few steps left. So then automatically, as the young woman said, it was like, yeah, they might want to mess around with you. They might, want to sit up there and probably take you out here and there, but they ain't trying to sit up there and have a long time relationship. They ain't really trying to have kids. They don't see you as a mother of their children. They ain't trying to wife you up. And that's factual. That's 100% factual. Like I said, they're doing this for clout. They're doing this for attention, because a lot of women out here, when you go on social media, all you see is an abundance of women out here seeking attention. They're putting the bat signal directly out there, trying to draw as many male eyes, as much of the male gaze as they can pull directly towards them. And it's not even just the fact that they're trying to get so much male attention. They're also doing this because they're in competition with other women, trying to prove that they are basically the top woman directly out here and can get the most attention and the most guys chasing them and the most money from guys and yada, yada, yada. Like I said, this is why a lot of people are not going to have the relationships or the actual lives that they feel that they deserve or should be living at this moment in time.